Hi, I'm Andrew. It's nice to meet you. I'm so awkward. I love it. Love it. So nice out. Hi, how are you? My name's Andrew. It's nice to meet you. I just came out here in the park. This is so nice out. And I just wanted to talk about some things that were on my mind and things that might help you too. I want to talk about success, how we view success, and how we see ourselves.
I think a lot of us see life like a graph, where if time is on the x-axis and success is on the y-axis, we want to see it constantly going upward, like a never-ending pursuit of accomplishment with no clear ending. What I don't think a lot of us realize, though, is, and what I've slowly started to figure out, is that life isn't like this, or even like this, but it's more like this.
What I mean by that is, I don't think life is completely linear. Like, one day you could be doing great. You could be where you are at in your relationship, in your career, in your health. And the next day, you could be where you were a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Like, let's say your whole life after college, you've been in a relationship. You're with the love of your life, you want to be together forever. But then, after 10 years, 15 years, circumstances change for whatever reason. And you decide, or they decide, or you both decide that it's the best thing to go your separate ways. For the last 15 years, all you've known is being in a relationship. But suddenly you're single again, and you have to deal with that. You have to deal with that reality. And you can't even remember how to live your life like that because it's been so long. The point is that life lasts in seasons. And some seasons aren't as long as other seasons. Like, you could be in the summer season, in the good season, and it could seem like it's going to last forever. But suddenly, it could end without warning. Or maybe it's the opposite. You're in the winter season. It seems like it could last forever. Or it just seems like it'll be a short time. It'll be over with. And it lasts longer than you think.
The point is that we don't know how long each season is going to last. But what we do know, and what we can predict, is that it's probably not going to last forever.
It's like Game of Thrones, right? Where winter could last 3 weeks. It could last a few months. Or it could last an entire generation. We don't know how long it's going to last. You know, sometimes you could be in the summer and you just skip over the fall. You skip over that transition period, right? Fall is that transition period where we get used to the colder weather, where you get adjusted to it. We get to understand it a little bit more. The thing we need to realize when dealing with these different seasons is that life, it's kind of like driving a car, but you only have control of one of your hands. So let's say that this hand is the hand you control. This represents the choice and control you have in your own life. And let's say this hand is the hand that you don't control. This is the hand of fate. This is the hand of chance, luck, whatever you want to call it. And let's say you're driving your car and you want to take a left. Well, so this hand you control, you do everything in your power to turn left. Well, this hand, you don't really know what it's going to do. Sometimes it goes along with you. It helps you turn the direction that you want to go. Sometimes it tries to turn right, but maybe you are strong enough, you control enough that you can overcome it. But sometimes it jerks right with a seemingly unstoppable force and you don't have any control. No matter how hard you try to pull left, fate, or whatever you want to call it, just turns you the opposite direction. I think that that's life. Sometimes we have control over our fate, and sometimes we don't have control over our fate. You know, it's kind of funny because I have a tattoo on my body. It's from a poem called Invictus. I'm sure some people have seen the movie. And it says, "We are the masters of our fates. We are the captains of our souls." But that's only partially true. We only have partial control over our fate. We only have partial control over what happens to us. Sometimes we can control what happens, and sometimes we just have to accept fate and be washed away by its tides. So the question is, what do we do when fate decides to change the trajectory of our season? Well, I think that when we're in the summer season, which is the good season, things are going well, economy is doing well, everything in our life seems to be fitting into place. I think that's the season that should be the season of activity. And I think that's a good metaphor because think of it, in the summertime everything is hot, the molecules in the air are literally moving fast, right? People are outdoors, people are being active, and that should be you in your life. You should be pursuing your goals, going hard every single day, saving money, doing everything you can to take advantage of the good time, of the harvest, whatever you want to call it. Because that's the time that you have to get ahead and accomplish your goals and be who you want to be. But when the wintertime comes, I think it's important to take a different strategy. Think of the wintertime, right? Things are cold. Molecules in the air are moving slower. People are staying indoors. Things seem to go slower. Animals start to hibernate. And I think that should be us. I think wintertime is not necessarily a bad time, right? It just means that we have to take a step back and reevaluate everything in our life, right? I think we should take that time to strategize for the future, strategize for when the summertime inevitably comes again. And also, I think we need to realize in that time that it's okay to take a break. It's okay to take a breath and just live in the moment, in the season that we're in. You know, we don't have to struggle to get back on the horse, to struggle to get back to that summertime, because summertime will come eventually again. And for our own health, for our mental health, for everything in our life that we want to do, it's sometimes important to take a step back and look at things from that still perspective. I think we don't realize that winter can be beautiful too in its own way. When it's late at night and the snow is falling quietly to the ground, you're walking home guided by the streetlights, the snow is crunching beneath your feet. Sometimes in that moment, I think you can look to the sky and just take a breath and realize that everything is going to be okay. And I think those moments can be kind of serene. It can be kind of peaceful. Every day does not need to be constant motion. Sometimes it's okay to take a little time for ourselves. Sometimes it's okay to say that in the constant pursuit of success and goals and accomplishments, we need to take time for ourselves too. And that's okay.
I didn't mean to end the video so abruptly, but I did just want to say that if you're in the winter season of your life, you shouldn't feel bad about taking a rest. It's okay to step back every once in a while. Thank you so much if you watched this far, and if you would like to see more videos, please consider liking and subscribing. Thanks again, and take care.